everybody, and welcome back to No Facts with Jen. We're here again, about to read some advice columns, but instead of recording in the afternoon like I usually do or at night having a drink, I got some tea this morning because I got my sister here with me all the way from Italy. You want to say hi?
Hello, hello.
So her name is Olivia. You want to tell us about yourself a little bit? Tell us a little bit about you. I mean, I know you. You my sister, but no, my people don't know you.
I'm in Italy, currently in the army, and looking forward to come back to the States whenever y'all get y'all stuff together with
You know,
this
the Rona out
Rona.
here. The
Yeah,
Rona out here.
the Rona taking y'all out. So please do better.
And she has 2 kids and a husband. And her kids are so cute. The cutest little things. And I want to steal them. Well, the youngest
As a
one.
package. As a package.
I'm like, I want to steal the youngest one.
No, you got to get both of them together. Package
But she
deal.
in that toddler stage. She ain't a
Yep,
toddler no more. She almost a kid. She pretty much a kid now. I'm gonna need to wait till she about 7 or 8. I'll take her. 7 or 8.
She turned 4 next month, so she getting
No.
there. And
I
I don't
need
want to hear no.
7 or
I don't
8.
want to hear no. Oh, I don't want both. All right, because once
I
you turn
just
7 or
want
8,
one.
TJ
I
gonna be
just
right
want
there in that
visiting
stage
rights with the other
too.
one.
You gotta take them now.
Anyway, I went on to slate.com. That's what I usually do until, people decide they want to send me their emails asking for advice. So I went on slate.com and found some Ask Prudence articles, but I found some, honestly, some fucking really crazy ones. Some really crazy ones. Are you ready to hear this?
Yes, I'm ready to hear it.
All right. So the first one, this gonna make you laugh. It's called The Last Thing You Want to See on Craigslist. Why are you making that face?
What is it? His wife? I don't know.
No. It's
okay.
No. No. Let me just go ahead and get right into it. In the summer of 2011, my wife and I purchased a top-of-the-line Jopin vibrator. We used it a few times and were just beginning to really integrate it into our sex lives when my wife died suddenly of a heart attack. The vibrator had nothing to do with that. Now, more than a year later, I've begun to date again. I've met a woman with an open mind and I'm thinking she might be interested in using the vibrator. But I'm not sure how or whether to suggest it. Is it creepy to offer a dead woman's vibrator to someone else? Also, if so, what else can I do with it? Sell it on Craigslist? It's an expensive piece of equipment, barely used, and it should be employed and loved once again. All of my wife's other major possessions found wonderful new homes with dear friends of hers. But then again, a vibrator's got a different, vibe about it. Sell it, toss it, or share it. Signed, Oscillating.
If you gonna toss that woman's vagina vibrator, why do you still have this dead woman's vibrator? So that should have been in the trash.
The fact that
Way before you
he
started
even
dating
thinks
again.
that is a good idea to use
Even
it with
share it.
somebody else like it's a casserole.
I'd come back from the dead just to spook him. As soon as he decide to try to share my things, why would you do that, sir?
So like I was saying, it's not a casserole. You don't just share stuff like that. That is not something you just share with people. And I don't know why that would come to his mind where he's like, oh yeah, let's share this. And the thing is, I'm looking, this is from 2013. His wife died in 2011. Why 2 years later do you still have this vibrator? Why?
That's just nasty.
Who's trying to share that? Those are juices. That's you
I just
sharing
wonder what
somebody's
went through his
juices.
mind to actually keep it for 2 years, though.
Well, in his mind, he said, let me reread that. It should be employed and loved once again.
No, the hell it shouldn't, sir. No, it shouldn't. It should be let go. You
I
might
wanna,
hold a memorial for it, but you need to throw it in the trash. It's gotta go.
oh yeah, I agree. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm gonna have to Google what a Jopen, Jopen vibrator is.
To see how expensive it is.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look that
Try
up.
to be cheap.
He said top of the line now. Well, he said top of the line. I'm about to look it up. They ain't that damn expensive. Like, they're expensive, but not expensive enough that I would be like, keep it.
For how much?
So I'm looking at it. The highest one is $230. That is expensive.
That's not expensive enough to keep for 2 years.
Now, when I saw top of the line, I'm thinking like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But then I come on here, I'm like, okay, I see some vibrators that are like $54, $43, $126, $66. Like, that's not, I don't feel like that is high enough for you to be keeping that. And then I want to know about this other woman that is so open-minded. Is she open-minded enough?
That's the thing. I don't think he told her, so I think he go figure out trying to offer that.
Because some people are open-minded, but I don't know if they're that open-minded to be like, yeah, let's use your dead wife's vibrator. No.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. And so what do you think about him trying to sell it on Craigslist?
He went to the right site to sell something crazy.
You know, I'm not somebody that goes on Craigslist a lot. Do you think, is there crazy stuff like that on there? I don't know.
Yes, there's a lot of crazy shit on Craigslist.
Oh, so I need to.
People try to have sex on Craigslist. There's like a subsection for that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I honestly did not know that.
Yeah,
I think
Craigslist
I've
is
been on
wild.
Craigslist maybe twice looking for like furniture or something. Like, I've never like honestly taken the time to be like, oh, let me look and see what they have on Craigslist today. Like,
I think Daddy warned me. He was like, "Oh, don't shop on Craigslist because people are calling up murder." And what?
oh yeah, they did have like literally a Craigslist murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I was like, "Oh, let me see what's on actual Craigslist." And then I saw like it's like a literal subsection where they sell sex. Like,
Oh my
wow.
gosh. I wonder, like, I don't know, makes me think like, you know, I have this conspiracy theorist side of me. I'm thinking like, is there like human trafficking going on this website?
Did you see what's going on with Wayfair?
Girl!
I was like, what the hell?
These are all allegations, by the way. We don't know what's going on with Wayfair. Please don't come for me, Wayfair.
Right. I just said, did you hear?
This is allegations. We don't know if this is true or not. But I did see that. Why is a cabinet $13,000 and then it's like cheap somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like somebody that's been missing or something like that, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Girl, that Wayfair thing scared me. And then the guy was like pulling up like the SKU numbers.
Yeah.
And it was like a bunch of little kids in bikinis. It creeped me out. I'm not gonna lie, it creeped me out. And then I saw like a guy had responded to one of those posts and he was like, I used to work at Wayfair. And he was like, I wouldn't be surprised because those cabinets are so fucking heavy. He's like, unimaginably heavy. He's like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a body in there. Like, I'm just like, yeah.
Especially because they're like multiple cabinets. That's like the same cabinet too.
Yeah, and it's not like why they all got different names for different the same cabinet?
The same thing, the same exact thing.
Why they all got different names? I don't understand. So like, I know I've been following it. And I think they sent out like a message or like they finally had to say something about it and was like, oh, we're not doing that, blah, blah, blah. But not saying they are. Like I said, Wayfair don't come for me. This is alleged, but I don't be surprised when big companies like that, if something like that were to happen. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
And I would expect somebody that was doing it to deny it regardless. You know? Because what you going to say? Oh, yeah, you caught me. Good job, Facebook. Like, you expect them to deny it.
Yeah, you're right. Because they're not going to be like, yeah, you right.
Yeah, caught
if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Right. And what is it? Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, Lord.
His girlfriend, they talking about they're waiting for the time where she's murdered too. I mean, died by suicide.
Girl, what world are we living in? What is 2020? I need to know. What is 2020? Anyway, off that little tangent. My advice to oscillating is to throw that shit away. Do not sell it on. I mean, Olivia, you said there's some crazy stuff on there. I said, you know what? Sell it. If somebody gonna buy it, your dead wife's vibrator, go ahead and sell it.
You are right. You gotta attach a picture of your wife if she's cute. It's kind of like feet pics, you know? Because they sell feet pics on Craigslist too.
Girl.
Right.
So why am I over here like, I'm going to get an OnlyFans. I don't even got the cutest feet. I'm just about to be putting feet pics on there so I can get somebody to pay for them.
Yeah, I'm going to do something.
No, one girl like posted her like statement of how much money she made. She made almost $500,000.
Yeah, they make money on feet pics. And I saw like a documentary of the girl, like, and she sells feet pics professionally or, professionally. And she goes to get like pedicures every like couple days. And like she was bringing home like easily $40,000 like a week.
And that's crazy because some people don't make $40,000 in a year.
Yeah. So you give me a chance. You let me find me a good pedicure person here. And my feet, you'll see my feet pics. Don't judge me.
Y'all let me know if y'all want some OnlyFans feet pics. Mine or Olivia's, let me know. We ready. Oh, what is your advice for the guy in the first story?
Hey, you know what? Try to sell it.
That's what I'm
attach a picture of your cute wife. If she ain't cute, throw it away though.
You better, if she ain't cute, then you better attach a picture. You better catfish her. And you better find somebody online. You better find a cute pic online and attach a picture that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, talk it up too.
Yeah. All right. So let's go on to the second one. So the second one is titled Father of the Bride Not Included. So here's the question. It starts off wedding. I am a 27-year-old and engaged to an amazing guy. When I was a little girl, my dad was involved in a really bad accident and was burned over a large portion of his body. He lost part of one limb and has some serious disfigurement. He has been a great dad, and I never think about it. A few weeks ago, my fiancé started acting strange when we talked about the wedding. I asked him what was up, and he avoided the question. Then his mom called me out of the blue and told me that she didn't think that my dad should come to the wedding. She thinks that he will upset the guests and traumatize any children who might be there. She's suggesting that we have a private family ceremony before the big blowout. I got upset and my mom asked why. When I told her, she said that she and my dad understand, which only makes me feel worse. Maybe my future mother-in-law has a point, but I would really rather disinvite her than my dad. Girl, what you I want to hear what you got to say before I say something.
First of all, I love my mother-in-law. Don't get it twisted. But if my mother-in-law were to come to me with some shit like that, I would have cussed her out on rip. Like, immediately. You will not sit there and disrespect my dad like that. I love my daddy. And for you to sit there and say he's gonna scare the children, bitch, I will cut you, okay? You better get out of my face. And definitely not coming to the wedding. That is an easy, oh yeah, your mom's not coming. And if the husband got a problem with it, he can go too. Especially because he's the one that was feeling the same way too. Clearly, because his mom his mom was the one that just had enough balls to say it.
I think there definitely needs to be a conversation between her and her fiance. Mm-hmm. Why you think this about my father? And secondly, because his mom, it doesn't seem like his mom is somebody that calls her all the time, or they have it didn't seem like that in the article. Now, I don't know because she didn't give a lot of details. Mm-hmm. But I wish the fuck somebody would.
Right.
First of all, we are both daddy's girls.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell ain't somebody gonna be like, well, you're gonna traumatize the kids. And then on top of that, that would make me sad. You're not about to do my daddy like that. You not. I don't care what he look like. I don't care. He could look like a troll. He could look like, I don't care. You're not about to do my daddy like that. What do you mean? What traumatize the children who might be there?
And then when she told her mom how she was feeling, that her mom just said she understands, I would probably cry hearing that from my mom.
I would cry too.
Because first of all, my intention wasn't to uninvite you. I just wanted to tell you what happened. And I don't agree with it, and I don't want you to agree with it.
Our mother would never. She that Christian petty. She will vanish with the words of Jesus.
She'll probably tell you off and pray for you afterwards.
Right. You will not, and not to daddy either, because you know how much she loves his behind. Absolutely not. So what is
the way daddy's set up? Daddy kind of low key crazy.
Don't give him no crown, though.
Exactly. Let him be at the wedding. Don't got a glass of crown.
Don't give him no crown, though. Now that yeah, that's when all bets are off. But what is your advice for this young lady?
Talk to your husband, because there's no way he should be feeling like that, or have his mother feel bold enough to tell him something like that.
My advice is, I'm not going to say leave your fiance, but you definitely need to have a conversation. There needs to be some communication had, and you need to have your boundaries. I believe highly in boundaries. And for me, my father would be a boundary. We are not about to do this. And me and him would have to have a sit down with his mother-in-law or his mother.
I'm bringing Gigi.
And girl.
In case she get out of pocket. His mama got the comebacks.
She ain't about to play. We gonna have to have a conversation with your mom why she felt that she was bold enough to come and tell me this, or tell me I have a private ceremony before. Bitch, I will uninvite you before I uninvite my father. Because you're over here acting crazy. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, this next one is, it's probably safe to say he's not sorry. And it starts off, my husband is mourning his dead mistress. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a coworker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job saying it was too dramatic to go to work. She was in the early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. So on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby which may or may not have been his. I find it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yeah, I don't have the heart to yell at him like I would want to. He says she's dead, so there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and asks for my understanding as he grieves. We've barely talked these last weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and says he misses her and wishes she was here. Then also how much he loves her or how much he loves me and that he never intended to leave me. I asked him to visit a marriage therapist together, and he said he's not ready to work on our marriage and thinks he needs to see a grief therapist instead. Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand that he focus on our marriage?
Girl, you better leave that husband. Plain and simple. This man in her death is putting her over you. Doesn't want to go to a marriage counselor, who wants to go to a grief counselor. No, sir. It's time for a divorce, baby.
First of all, there's a lot of things that need to be addressed in this situation. Okay, first of all, I want to know how long this has been going on. Secondly, this woman was pregnant, pregante, and then he also quit his job. So not only is he mourning his dead mistress, his dead possible baby, he also left his job and wants to go see a grief counselor over a marriage therapist.
Who's paying for that?
Who paying for exactly? Who paying for that? Because obviously you ain't got no job no more.
You got a job too.
Am I supposed to pay for that? Am I supposed to be paying for your grief counselor? Oh, honey, there is so much to unpack in this story. Like,
first of all, I feel like she got something else going on the side too, because she said it so calmly, where she was like,
we don't know what context this is written in. We don't know what context. You know, sometimes people, like if you send a text message and people kind of take the text message wrong or like the tone wrong, we don't know the tone of the, of what she's saying. Maybe she's saying this angrily. I don't know. But her husband is waking up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. And she doesn't want to yell at him. And he says there's nothing to be jealous of. I don't give a fuck about being jealous.
Right.
Suck your dick in someone else. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, sir? What do you mean?
And then I don't even know how long have they been married, because is she trying to save the marriage because of the time that's been put in? Or, you know, like you're just comfortable at this point, y'all got a lot together.
Yeah. If it's like a 20-year marriage or something like that, I can understand why she would want to go to a marriage counselor. Mm-hmm. You know what? He probably just found himself in an entanglement.
Girl, go to hell.
That's an entanglement. You know what? What am I talking about? That's just an entanglement.
It's not an entanglement of them legs, yeah.
Girl, have you seen that meme where they have an entanglement and then they got the picture of what's his name? And then it says estranglement.
Oh, with Ike.
Yeah. Talking about estranglement. And I was like, that's me. Estrangement.
That's me, absolutely.
Like, entanglement.
I still haven't seen it, but because I'm trying to wait, like, I think I was going to wait until tonight to watch it with Trey. But I saw that they said, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. Bruh. Y'all could have left that part out.
I would have never said that.
Y'all could have left that out.
That could, even if it's a joke, like what y'all are addressing. Okay, so for the people that have no idea what we're talking about, because I should probably tell them what we're talking about. If y'all have watched the Red Table Talk, I don't know when this is going out, but this might be a little bit, after this is blown over. There's a Red Table Talk hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith, and she brought on Will Smith, and she had to address a rumor that she was sleeping, had a relationship or something with August Alsina. And so when she went on there, instead of saying it was a relationship or a side piece or whatever, she called it an entanglement. And then Will is over there just looking beat up, sad. Poor thing he looked terrible in this Red Table Talk. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up on Facebook. It's like a 12-minute long video. But it's out of control, just like this story. This story about this man mourning his dead mistress is also out of control. My advice to this young, old, I don't know how she is actually because it doesn't say. Girl, reevaluate that marriage. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because who's to say he don't find the next woman?
Exactly.
I won't say once a cheater, always a cheater, because I do believe that some people change, but come on now. This man got this woman pregnant and is over here grieving. His coworker, somebody you thought was just working with him, like how do you even trust him again? What if he gets another job and he sees somebody else he wants to have an entanglement with? Like, that is my things. Like, we don't know the details. I don't have enough details. I need more details.
Where is your self-confidence, baby girl?
Where is it?
Because you shouldn't.
And you know what? It shouldn't matter what age they are or how long they've been together. Because disrespect is disrespect no matter when it is in a marriage.
Yeah.
I understand working it out and like trying to, maybe you got some kids, do what's best for your kids. But you know what?
I would never do what's best for my kids. And not saying that I don't want to do what's best for my kids. I think more so that trying to keep a 2-parent home can also be toxic.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Even in that situation, there's still no reason to stay.
And I say she needs to go to therapy for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Build up herself first, get to a better place for herself, and then leave him. Like, there is no reason to stay in that relationship. I would leave him to grieve by himself. Like, grieve by yourself. You started this by yourself, this relationship by yourself. You can do whatever the fuck you want by yourself. You can be by yourself.
Yeah.
But that's my take on that. These people is crazy. Cray. Like,
and I'm not, hell, let my husband have an affair right there. I'm not gonna stop.
Girl.
I'm not gonna stop to consider his feelings at 3 a.m. Sir,
for
take
what?
your ass to bed because I'm tired. I got work in the morning. I know you don't with your broke ass, but I got work in the morning and I don't want to hear all that crying. Take it in the living room, okay?
Take it to a hotel because I don't even want to hear it in the living room.
Yeah, he can't afford a hotel.
Girl, he better have some savings. You better borrow from his mama or something.
Better go stay with your parents at that.
Let them know why you staying with them too. Don't make don't make me seem like the bad guy. Girl, I wish somebody would. Girl. That's like that thing you be seeing on Snapped.
Yeah.
That's why people go on Snap. Stuff like this. Y'all playing with people's emotions. Don't do that.
Don't do that, sir.
Don't play with people's emotions like that.
Don't talk about a grief counselor. I'll punch you in the back of your head. A grief counselor.
Bitch, punch him in the eyebrow.
And she's at least trying to work on her marriage. Like, okay, clearly there's a problem to where you feel like you need to have a whole affair.
Right.
But you are choosing to ignore the whole background of it, and just go to a grief counselor about your mistress.
Mistresses for life.
Snatch must have been gold.
Girl, I would have snatched his ass up real quick. Like, the fuck you mean? What do you mean? What are you crying for? And then I bet you at first she probably just thought he was crying because she's a coworker. Maybe they were like close, friends. But
Yeah.
then to come find out they was having a whole affair, bitch, I would have had. If she were to live and she had this baby and it was his baby, then what?
Right. Would you still be trying to work on your marriage?
Right. Would you still be with your wife? Like, what is the next steps to that? How do you
talking about there's no need to be jealous? Well, yeah, she dead, but who was you gonna be if she was alive? You want me to not be jealous? Like you was gonna leave me?
It's time to leave, girl. That's my advice. It's time to leave. No, actually, it's time to kick him out. No, not leave. Kick him out. No, absolutely not. He ain't got no respect for you. He ain't got no respect for your relationship. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Definitely time to go. And seek counseling.
Girl.
For yourself.
Yes.
For yourself. Because you needed to try and put yourself through that foolishness.
Don't not for nobody else. Do it for yourself. That's all we got time for today. I want to thank you, first and foremost, for agreeing to be on my podcast today. I had a really good time, and I hope that, with this experience, you'll be willing to come on for another episode or a few episodes if you want.
Oh, of course. Send in them custom requests. Because custom, let us know what's going on in your lives.
Oh, yes. Y'all can go to nofactswithjen.com. I have a thing on there where y'all can, write your advice. If you want it to be anonymous, that's cool too. I won't say your name. I'll give you a different name. We can change it up, keep you anonymous. But yeah, go ahead and ask for that advice, y'all. And then also I have a thing on there if you want. You can put in a form to become a co-host on one of my episodes. I just go through a little questions and make sure you're a right fit. And then we can get you on an episode if you are. So go to nofactswithjen.com, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook under the same name. Do you want to plug anything, Olivia? You want to plug your socials or anything?
Oh, no, I'm low-key.
No, because she ain't never on social media, y'all.
Never on it.
And don't be hitting on my sister. She married. I know she beautiful. Don't do it. She married.
Yeah. She'll come in here and do this little stop.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to No Facts with Jen this week. And I'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye. And always remember, it is what I say it is here on No Facts with Jen. See ya.